morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castros. I'm back again.
Naunahan mo ako. So, once again, welcome back. Kamusta na experience mo doon?
I welcome myself.
Kamusta na yung experience mo sa
Okay naman. Nakakapagod siya pero exciting naman yung mga pangyayari. Pero hindi pa ganun ka-exciting kasi nga, parang yesterday, first day, tapos medyo matumal, hindi masyado ganun. Doon sa area ko kasi sa Comelec, sa Tent City, sa May Manila Hotel, yung mga magpa-file lang doon, yung mga senatorial, yung mga senator aspirants,
kasi sa San Juan yung Congress Congress.
Yes.
Tapos yung mga local city halls, doon yung Comelec offices pala.
All in all, ang kilala lang na personalidad na nagpunta doon ay si Senator Francis Tolentino. Colmenares. Tapos ang nagbabalik na si Lito Atienza para dun sa buhay party
pero
list.
may mga exciting candidates na may magic box daw na pag pinindot mo matatanggal lahat ng how I wish na effective yung magic box na
Sana ganun na lang.
Mga interesting candidates.
Pero ngayon, second day na ng filing ng COC. Ano kaya yung mga pangyayari doon? May mga ibang development na diba?
May pumunta na si Senator Amy, di ba?
Senator Amy Marcos was there.
With her mom, si former First Lady Imelda Marcos.
Mamaya pag-uusapan natin iba pang detalye tungkol dyan. But for the meantime,
we're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch.
Let's start our countdown with the weather. Julian is downgraded to a typhoon status, but it is still affecting the weather in some parts of the country. Typhoon Julian was last spotted outside the Philippine area of responsibility, 280 kilometers west-northwest of Itbayat, Batanes. It is moving northwestward with maximum winds of 165 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 205 kilometers per hour. The areas under signal number 1 are Batanes, Babuyan Islands, the northern and western portions of Ilocos Norte, and northwestern portion of mainland Cagayan. Umina na si kumparing Julian.
Kasi it is
super
set
typhoon,
to leave tomorrow, di ba?
Pero nag-super typhoon siya, malakas daw.
Exactly.
Di ba, I don't remember, may narinig tayo sa radyo na sa isang province, parang this was the strongest that they've ever felt sa area na yon. Lakas daw ng hangin ni Julian.
Actually, there are calls also on social media na tulungan nga itong Batanes dahil marami, although wala ngang, mabuti yun, walang casualties na naitala so far, pero thousands of families, diba, ang apektado nitong ulan na to. Kaya sabi ko nga, although busy tayo dito sa nangyayaring filing of Certificate of Candidacy para sa midterm
hindi naman natin
elections.
Nakalimutan yung mga tao doon.
Exactly, diba?
We're monitoring it naman.
Kailangan natin na kumilos din para tulungan yung mga kababayan natin doon.
Kaya di ba Comelec ata in-extend sa Batanes yung mga filing?
Kasi yung kahapon, suspended yung filing doon. Pero other than that, of course, yung mga kababayan natin, nga tulad na banggit ko na kailangan ng tulong, di ba? Dahil dito sa nangyari sa kanila, sa typhoon na Julian. Okay, sige, let's continue with our countdown. Now, on our top 9 are celebrities who will try to penetrate the political scene. Incumbent Quezon City 1st District Representative Arjo Ataide has filed for re-election. Quezon City Councilor Alfred Vargas will also run again for the same post. Marco Gumabao, who filed his COC along his girlfriend Christine Reyes, is eyeing a seat in Congress. Vice Ganda's partner Ayon Perez is also running for councilor in Concepcion, Tarlac. Enzo Pineda, meanwhile, will seek for a councilor post in the 5th District of Quezon City.
I think I'm ready. At the same time, mas nakafocus po talaga ako sa pagseserbisyo. So I know this is a very big responsibility. This is different from showbiz, but I know the responsibility, the things that I have to do. And tingin ko, ready po ako, magserbisyo po para po sa bayan.
Madaming artista sa councilor post. Ang pagiging councilor kasi is good training Not for mayor, but for Congress.
For Congress or senator
Kasi
or legislation.
legislation ka sa city
Yes.
level. And the city council is headed by the vice mayor, which functions like the speaker of the house.
Yes, may mga sessions sila dyan.
Yes.
Not every day, pero most of the week.
Oo.
Diba? Pero yun nga, hindi naman nabago ngayon eh. Talaga na yung mga artista, nagiging, pumupunta sila, nag-shift yung career nila sa politics. And we have also witnessed yung mga artista na to na kahit nasa politics arena na sila, kinukontinue pa rin, pinapatuloy pa rin nila yung pagiging artista nila.
Because yun ang bread and butter mo eh.
Yeah.
Like,
Tsaka parang mas gusto nila, mas nakikilala sila pa rin.
Sa batch ko pa lang, ang dami nag-counselor. Nag-try. Si Bobby Andrews, he tried, but he failed sa Quezon City. You have Angelo de Leon.
Yes, you have Aiko Melendez.
Si Red Sternberg tried sa Pasay, but he lost. Kaya,
Lalayo ka pa ba sa Senado, si Senator Robin Hood Padilla?
And now we have Philip Salvador running for the Senate seat. Ayun, so... Yun. Basta...
So, abangan nyo pa kasi na dumami itong mga pangalan na to dito sa mga hani ng artista dahil this is the second day pa lang ng filing of COC. So, marami pang magaganap yan until October 8.
Wag lang sa 10 city, bantayan nyo all over kasi we have reports on that. Sa yung mga local Comelec offices, they will be entertaining yung mga filing ng mga mayor. Dami tayong inaabangan na city.
Yes.
Taguig, Makati, Marikina, di ba? Anyway, okay, ito. Let's move on. Do you want to hit the like and subscribe button to our top 8 story? Well, some vloggers are also entering politics right now. Mark Gamboa has filed his candidacy for senator yesterday. The vlogger behind Models of Manila YouTube channel said he wants to establish a fake news monitoring office to counter misinformation. Meanwhile, Rosemar Tan-Pamulaklakin is running as councilor in the 1st District of Manila. The influencer's agenda include giving free maintenance medicines for senior citizens. She also said that she is not a corrupt politician.
Hindi ko na po kailangan ng pera ng gobyerno, pera ng mamamayang Pilipino dahil meron na po tayong mga sports car, mga bahay, mga ari-arian at kung ano-ano pa. Opo, man ako sa social media. Pero isa lang po yung sinisigurado ko po, hindi po ako kurakot na tao.
Yan. Si Rosmar, di ba yung persona ng gata
siya
sa Palawan?
Kasama ni Rendon Labrador.
Siya yun,
Tapos si Mark naman, kasi based sa mga sinasabi niyang platform niya, parang hindi bagay sa legislation eh. Parang mas bagay.
Ano ba platform niya?
Parang mas bagay siya sa executive function, yung helping people, directly helping people, di ba?
Kasi Senate eh. He's eyeing for Senate.
Senate is legislation. You legislate or amend laws, di ba? You pass the budget. If you want to directly help, you could do that either you're appointed in the government department
Executive department.
Or lumabang ka sa mayor, vice mayor, di ba? Yun, directly you deal with people.
Titingnan natin dahil, di ba, kung may artista ka, may vlogger ka.
Interesting noon artista ang trend na nagiging politiko. Ngayon, we're seeing influencers coming out. Let's see how they fare this election.
Yes, kung magta-translate ba yung mga millions of subscribers nila or followers into votes. Pero kasi, di ba, syempre, yung mga followers or subscribers nila all over the Philippines. Minsan nga may iba pa sa ibang bansa, di ba?
It won't work well sa local elections.
Tingnan natin. But yun nga, tulad ng ating nabanggit, marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, kaya coming up, fraternity members involved in the death of Atio Castillo have been found guilty after 7 years.
And it's now the second day of COC filing, which political personalities have so far formalized their bid.
We are just getting started, mga kapatid. More of our top 10 news when Brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. Good morning. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Bati tayo saglit sa mga nanonood sa atin dito sa YouTube. Mga na-miss ko to kahapon. Si Ronald Maxtay, si Oscar N, si Mark Santiago, si Gary Co, si Geraldine, at saka si Tita Daisy, Tito Naldi, and Tito Nito.
Ito, I have naman Edwin Sapanlay Benitez. Dami daw kwarta, politics at artista. Si DX Salazar naman, swerte natin mga Pilipino. Maraming gustong maglingkod sa atin. Ayan. Yun ang mga comments naman from our Facebook page. Oo.
So mamaya patuloy natin babatiin yung mga yan. But
No, we have, di ba, we
yeah.
this is encountered bad news, nakakalungkot. Angel, there's an accident in Thailand, no?
yes,
Oo.
more than 20
23.
children.
20 children and 3
Oo,
teachers.
After Thailand school bus fire. Ayan, pinapakita natin sa ating TV screen.
So this is a bus loaded po with school children and 20
all
of
in
them.
all, 44 yung nasa
44.
loob na yan.
Pero parang ang na-confirmed dead is 23.
Yes.
20 kids, 3 children. Ang kwento daw was, tumatakbo daw sa highway ang bus, tapos sa concrete barrier which divides North Bangkok or sa Thailand area, pumutok daw yung gulong and tumama yung bus sa concrete barrier, di ba?
Right.
Pero ang kasamaan palad kasi, since the bus is uses a different kind of fuel system, kaagad lumiyab from the front, pumutok at nasunog kaagad yung bus. Tapos sinasabi mo about the driver, ano yan?
Oo, he handed over himself
sumuko.
to the police. No?
Oo.
Siyempre, kahit anong mangyari, this is an incident, you have to report to the police.
Oo.
Diba?
Ang sakit nito because magulang ka, tapos 'di ba, alam mo, safe ang anak mo sa
Field trip kayo.
field trip or school
Oo.
bus or sa man ng biyahe nyo, tapos malalaman mo ganito na lang nangyari.
Yes.
Ay nako, sad news talaga.
Then, we will have updates pa doon sa balita na yan. But for the meantime, let's get right to it.
Bilang Pilipino, bilang Pilipino.
Now, Senator Amy Marcos has filed her certificate of candidacy for her re-election bid in next year's elections. Now, to get more updates, we have mobile journalist Marymon Reyes reporting to us live from the Manila Hotel tent. Marymon, anong sinabi ni Senator Amy dyan?
Yes, Angelo, ngayong pangalawang araw ng filing of COC dito sa Manila Hotel 10, kaninang 9 a.m. nakita natin dito na naghain na ng kanyang COC itong Senator Amy Marcos. Ang kasama niya nga dito na sumusuportang daw sa kanya ay si former First Lady Imelda Marcos. At nung napag-usapan na, nung nagbigyan na ng pagkakataon na matanong itong si Amy tungkol nga doon sa pag-alis niya sa supposed admin slate ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, ang sabi niya, mas okay na raw sa kanya na tumakbo mag-isa bilang independent para daw hindi na kailangan mamili pa sa dalawang panig at para mapanatili nga kumbaga yung kapayapaan doon pagdating sa Dutertes tsaka sa Marcoses. Angelo.
Yes, Marymon, as of 10:40, no, it's 10:14 right now. Sino pa ang mga napansin mo nag-file, whether sa Senate, for the Senate or for party list?
In your second term.
So far, bukod dito kay Senator Amy Marcos, inaasahan natin today kasi may nakuha tayong info kahapon na sila Senator Ping Lacson, Lito Lapi, even si Senator Soto ay magpa-file din daw ng kanilang pangangandidato ngayong araw na to. Pero so far, simula kaninang umaga hanggang ngayon, Senator Amy Marcos pa lang ito sa prominent face na nakita natin na nag-hain sa kanya hopeful na re-election ngayong national at local elections. Pero bukod doon, meron din isa tayo nakita na 70-year-old na lalaki mula Pasay na tumatakbo since 2016 pa raw at sinusubukan niya ngayon na makakuha ng senatorial position mula ito sa Pasay. At ngayon, dumating din itong kanina, hindi ito nagbigay ng panayame, yung isang partido. Yung ngayon naman nandito ang United Senior Citizens Party List para umaasa sa kanilang second term. Nandito ngayon nagsasalita si Congresswoman Milagros Aquino Magsaysay. At dahil nga pinili niyang araw ang senior citizens na sektor, kung mabibigyan pang araw ng pagkakataon na magkaroon ng pwesto sa pamamahala, ay pagpapatuloy daw na ipagalaban yung mga pribilehiyo ng senior citizens. Angela.
Marymon, yesterday, magkasama tayo dyan na nakita natin sa labas, yung mga supporters, yung mga nag-file ng kanilang COC yesterday, particularly si Congressman Wilbert Lee at saka yung supporters ni former Congressman Lito Atienza ng Buhay Party List. Ngayon ba, going there, nakakita ka ulit ng mga supporters camping out sa labas ng Manila Tent City?
Tahimik yung labas ng Manila Hotel 10 City nung pagdating natin kanina before 7 a.m. Dumami lang ulit yung tao nung sumama at sinalubong itong mga supporters si Senator Amy Marcos nung siya ay nag-file ng kanyang COC. Pero again, so far, nung pumunta tayo kanina, tahimik. Dumami lang yung tao nung dumagsa ang supporters ni Marcos at inaantabayanan pa natin sa mga susunod na oras kung meron pang mga pupunta dito prominent faces, kung meron silang makakasama pa ng mga supporters, tsaka yung mga partido na hopeful na representatives. Pero so far, pagdating naman sa security, on station pa rin at naka-standby lahat ng PNP. Hindi lang dito, kumbaga sa lahat ng COMELEC sites sa buong Kamaynilaan at sa buong Pilipinas. para masiguro nga yung peace and order. Narinig din natin simula kahapon yung abiso ng COMELEC na yung mga mag-gathering dito na magbibigay suporta sa kanilang mga kandidato ay mayroon na silang designated na space. Hindi na siya literal na katapat lang nitong kahabaan ng Manila Hotel 10 City para maiwasan yung unnecessary na noise tsaka yung posibleng magkagulo-gulo doon sa harapan nga ng Manila Hotel.
So lastly sa akin, for me, meron mo na, based on yesterday, would you say na smoother at mas kalmado ang nangyayari ngayon or yung atmosphere dyan sa 10th City?
Mapayapa pa itong unang 2 araw ng filing ng COC. Pero inaantabayanan pa natin sa mga susunod na araw, lalong-lalo na sa last day ng pagpapile ng COC. Kasi usually dyan lumalabas yung mga last minute. Kumbaga may mga pasabog pa o mga pahabol ng mga kandidato. Pero again, so far, wala pa tayo na itatalang reports ng gulo na may kinalaman sa pagpapile ng COCs ng mga kandidato.
Sige, patuloy kami makikipag-coordinate sa iyo para sa mga update na mga pangyayari dyan sa Manila Hotel 10 City. But for the meantime, maraming salamat sa iyo, ating mobile journalist Merrimon Reyes reporting live from the Manila Hotel 10. Nakita natin kasama ni Senator Amy Marcos
Si First
bukod
Lady.
sa kanyang
Former First
nanay,
Lady. Sino?
yung kanyang 2 anak, lalaki,
okay.
di ba? Si
ba
Borgie Manoto.
Di ba he ran for governor? Naging governor ba siya?
I'm not sure pero he ran.
He held the post. Alam ko he held the post. He ran sa gym.
Hindi ko alam eh.
No, I think
Pero-
Borgie Manotoc, he held a position.
Yes.
But we all know kasi Borgie was a very
Governor,
popular
incumbent governor of
oh.
Ilocos Norte since June 30, 2019.
But prior to that kasi he was a popular model and he was also an
Yes.
actor.
Oo.
And si
So-
First Lady, former First Lady, parang malakas pa rin.
Oh, I saw a video of her kanina dun sa labas sa Miquelino Grandstand kasi baka tapat yan ng Manila Hotel. Papasok sila ng Manila Hotel. Kumakaway pa siya sa supporters.
Parang lakas pa rin for how old ka.
Oo.
Very close ang age niya kay...
But I wonder, kasi syempre bawal mag-ambush interview sa loob ng 10 City, di ba? I wonder kung may impormasyon itong si former First Lady dun sa talagang nangyayari.
Between the siblings.
Or does she know the whole picture? Di ba, of what's happening?
Well, at that age siguro, the children are shielding her from that stress already. Kasi
Sige, abangan natin kasi today daw, baka today mag-file si Senator Ping Lacson,
Tito
Senator
Soto.
Tito Soto. Diba? Tingnan natin. Sige, let's continue with our countdown. Ay, lihis muna tayo, cambio muna tayo sa usaping politikal. Coming in at our top 7, parking rates at NAIA have skyrocketed following its privatization. The parking rate for cars has increased to 50 pesos for the first 2 hours. For motorcycles, the rate will now be 20 pesos for the first 2 hours, while buses will incur a parking rate of 100 pesos for the first 2 hours. With this, overnight rates have increased to as much as 2,400 pesos. Recall that a San Miguel-led group is now managed NAIA after winning the bidding. Grabe, nag-trending yan kahapon. Kasi, di ba?
Kasi ang dyan, yung mga ibang nagdo-domestic flight or yung mga businessmen,
Yes.
sometimes may overnight flights lang yan eh. They'll take a flight out local domestic, and then they'll
Park
come
sila
back.
doon, overnight parking.
They'll get their car pagbalik. Imbis na mag-grab sila, kasi minsan mahal ang grab, ang hirap kumuha ng transpo. Ngayon, kung 2-4 na, kung 2 araw ka nag-business meeting, kunyari, na pumunta ka lang, sabi mo, ikaw, nag-negros ka lang, pagbalik mo, 4-8 na babayaran.
Yung parking mo, 'di ba? Pero I was wondering also kung kasi hindi ako privy sa impormasyon na to, pero kasi syempre 'di ba yung mga flight attendants doon, yung mga piloto, nagpa-park din yan eh. 'Di ba? I was wondering kung meron silang sariling parking or nakikipark din sila doon din. Araw-araw sila gagastos ng ganyan.
Ang alam ko, ang flight attendant may shuttle sila. From
Oo
the
nga,
airline.
pero kasi may mga, nabasa ko rin to, no? May mga
Don't they have
flight
their own car?
attendants at
No, may
saka
car.
mga pilots, and they have their own cars and they park it also pag may flight sila.
This
Tapos
is-
halimbawa, yung mga mabilisan na flight lang na overnight or 2 days or 3 days, ganyan at the most, pinapark nila yan doon.
Ito yung official na IA parking, pero alam ko...
May sarili ba sila?
No, they have
Kasi naging usapin din yan eh, sinasabi nila, paano tong mga to? Alam natin, kumikita ng malalaki itong mga flight attendant na to. piloto, pero hindi lahat ng mga, at saka mga pilots, diba? Pero ang laki pa rin ng parking na makukuha sa kanila just in case kung doon sila nagpa-park. Bakit?
Then, pwede ko na ituloy.
Oh, go na, go!
Hindi, alam ko kasi there's another parking which is situated malapit sa Terminal 3 at saka sa Old Domestic. It's called Park and Go. Meron somewhere there na if an alternative to yung current na
Ito, yung
iya parking.
nandito.
Doon kasi ang rates doon monthly, ang dami rin daw piloto na nag-rent ng parking doon so that they just leave their cars there kahit 1 week pa yan. Yung rate nila nakafix sa 1 month. Tapos from that parking, this is not affiliated with NAIA.
Yeah.
Mayroon shuttle na kasama na goes ferries out the people who park there every hour may nagpe-ferry. I don't know kung ano yung status ng park and go na yon.
Pero syempre, this time, itong parking na to pala, ibig ko sabihin, mas
Yeah.
marami nagpa-park dyan, kaya mas marami
Doon ako nag-park
nagre-react.
kung sinundo kita eh.
Kaya nga, sinasabi nila siguro one of the reasons daw would be para mabawasan yung mga kolorum na nagpa-park doon, etc. Pero wag naman at the expense of others na
Isipin
talagang
mo, 50
legit na mga sasakyan na
50
nagpa-park
pesos for the first 2 hours. Tapos in excess of the second hour, 25 per hour na yan. Laki. Laki nun.
doon. Nako. Sige, let's continue with our countdown.
Coming in at the 6th spot is about the Acho Castillo hazing case. 10 fraternity members were found guilty of violating the anti-hazing law in connection to the case of University of Santo Tomas law student. The Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 11 convicted Aegis Juris members Arvin Balag, Min Wei Chan, Axel Munro Hipe, Oliver Onofre, Joshua Macabili, as well as Ralph Tranguilla, Robin Ramos, Jose Salamat, Daniel Rodrigo, and Marcelino Bagtang. They were sentenced with reclusion perpetua or up to 40 years of imprisonment. They also have to pay over 680,000 pesos of damages to the Castillo family. Castillo died of hazing 7 years ago. His father was emotional over the verdict.
It's a long journey, 7 years. This is how we imagined it to be, na madadali namin ito dito. Those 7 years, I think for our son, it is worth it. You know, we all saw it from day one. We all had our doubts kung ano mangyayari.
Castillo's mother, Carmina, believes UST and Law Dean Nilo Divina are also responsible for the death of Acho.
The guilty verdict is a team effort. We all placed our 100% and we got our conviction. At this point, I would like to say that I'm holding University of Santo Tomas responsible for the death of our son. It has been proven that Aegis Juris has been practicing hazing. And it's time to check your policies and your laws in the school.
Now, to further get their thoughts and insights about this issue, we have Acho Castillo's father, Horacio Castillo Jr. joining us. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for spending time with us.
Hi, good morning po, Sir Angelo and
Angela.
Angela. Sir, we'd like to get first your reaction. What was going through your mind as you were hearing the verdict being handed down?
well, the mood sa loob po the courtroom was surprisingly, it was very solemn. The silence was deafening. And when the judge came out with an envelope sa hand niya, and she took out, medyo makapal po yung documents, and then she started reading it. Actually, it was breathtaking po talaga. Talaga, it was, as I would say, parang suspense po. And she read the cover, pagkatapos po, and then she asked yung nasa loob ng korte if we would want to hear the whole document. The document consists of more than 75 pages, pero we all agreed na just the dispositive
Portion. Yeah.
portion. And then, ayun po. When it came to that part, to the decision,
Yeah.
she called all the names of the accused. And then sinabi po niya doon na finally, guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Well,
Yeah.
it gave a sense of relief po talaga. After 7 years of waiting, those are the words we wanted to hear.
But that's sorry.
Officer po.
Go ahead, sir. I know a guilty verdict will never replace the feeling of having lost a son, but do you think this is sufficient enough to send a message to the other still existing fraternities that maybe are still practicing this kind of hazing?
Well, definitely po, because it sends a strong signal na now po the Department of Justice is very serious in prosecuting this case. And with this landmark case po, we've seen po 2 cases that have been decided upon na because of the landmark case, bumibilis po yung investigation. Natututo na po ang ating mga prosecutors to gather evidence, to get witnesses, and they've been aligning with other government agencies para po mas streamline ang investigation. We can see mga mga court cases finish mga 3 years, 4 years, and we're happy with that. It's enough po para ang fraternity mag-isip because this is a non-bailable case.
Yes.
And the penalty is quite quite stiff, yung 40 years. It's not worth it, sir.
Right.
That's right.
Pero Mr. Castillo, have we heard anything from UST and Dean Nilo Divina after po the conviction?
After the conviction only from newspaper and through multimedia.
Pero hindi po sila personally nakipag-contact sa inyo?
They've not reached out po.
Okay. Civil, sabi nga po nito, itong sa civil law, Dean Nilo Divina, ini-insist po nila that their policies are enough to protect students from some chose not to follow them. Your thoughts on this? Because I know, hinahabol nyo nga po, ang accountability naman po ng Dean. Your thoughts on that?
Ma'am Angela, my wife was right, yung sinasabi niya that they failed to safeguard the safety of our son. Kasi the court clearly established na the aegis juris fraternity practices hazing. It was not only our son who was hazed. During the Senate hearing, it was proven doon sa committee hearing formed by Senator Ping Lacson. It was said in that hearing that 3 other who are now members of the fraternity underwent the same hazing rights. So when they say na siguro nagkamali sila, maybe yung meron namang safeguards, but how can they claim that? But this happened on various year levels, various years. So hazing has been going on in that fraternity, and that fraternity is aegis juris.
That's right.
And we want some transparency because some of those fraternity members are part of the UST administration.
Right.
Sir, I'd like to ask also, since are you in touch also with other victims of hazing and their families with regards to any plans to possibly hold UST and Dean Divina accountable for all these issues?
Well, siguro in the future, we will take that into consideration po. Maybe siguro po, we'll see in a few weeks or months po when we consult our legal team.
So pero sa inyo po, any plans po of pursuing po ang charges against UST and Dean Divina, setting aside po yung other victims?
Well, it's better to sit down and talk po muna if these things can be resolved. Because, I would say, namatayan po kami because
Right.
of yung dito sa hazing na to. And yung na na ano po na naramdaman ng pamilya for 7 years. Kailangan kailangan po namin ma-voice out yan.
Itong mga na-charge po, no, na makukulong nga po dahil po sa pagkamatay ng inyong anak, was there a chance before na nakausap niyo po sila? And right now, if suddenly humingi po sila ng tawad sa inyo, mapapatawad niyo po ba sila?
Ay, Ma'am Angela, honestly, yung every time there's a hearing, I try to make the effort of reaching out sa kanila. But most of them po choose to to be on the sidelines, and wala naman pong nangyaring apologies dun sa 7 years po yun.
Alright, and I know prior to this verdict, kayo po talaga ay hopeful. Pero was there any doubt before na baka hindi po ganito yung makuha ninyong verdict?
From day one, sabi ko nga, I already imagined na this day would come, and we prayed for that, and you just have to believe po na it will happen. And yesterday po na nangyari po talaga.
Siguro lastly na lang po, mensahe nyo po sa inyong pamilya, especially sa asawa nyo, na talagang naging karamay nyo po for the last 7 years to fight this case.
Well, I would say always naman my wife's she's always the strong one, and and ang sabihin ko lang po is although that 7 years was really tough for the family, it's good to have somebody who's strong-willed, who will carry the family, and siguro po I would say na lang po na maybe it's because of marami rin po sumuporta sa amin, and yung mga sumubaybay po, and nagdasal, nagbigay ng suporta, for the family, yung naramdaman po namin, mga those times na talaga po nakaganan na nakatulong po, and ang laki po ng pasasalamat po namin.
And you think Atio will finally rest in peace?
Opo. I think he's happy po. I very much do think it matapos din.
Well, thank you so much for your time po. We appreciate you going on for this interview. Of course, we're sending out our thoughts and prayers. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Mr. Horacio Castillo Jr.
Maraming salamat din po.
Well, one of the most difficult interviews
Yes.
we've done so far. Nararamdaman mo sa pain ng we're parents also.
Of course.
Sa pain ng isang magulang, isang ama, di ba? For your child to be taken away by senseless acts of violence that
And a
are
lot
not needed.
Exactly. A lot of people are saying na this is going siguro yung the closure that they want, no? Pero I don't think naman talaga
Never replay.
in any death, 'di ba? Parang it's so hard to find it's so hard to choose to have a closure.
There's closure of the issue or the event at hand, but you never ever get over the death of a loved one. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba, it should be the children burying their parents. It's not the parents who should be burying their children, because that is a more painful thing to do, 'di ba? So, and you hear it in his voice, the difficulty despite of being 7 years already. So thank you sa Pamilya Castillo for that time you gave us, and we hope for the best. Right.
All right, let's continue with our countdown. Now, moving over to our top 5, the approval and trust ratings of the country's top 2 leaders declined in the Pulse Asia survey. Now, President Bongbong Marcos's approval score dipped by 3 percentage points from June to 50% in September, while its trust rating slid 2 percentage points to 50% as well. Vice President Sara Duterte dropped 9 percentage points in approval in September, coming in at 60%, while she lost 10 percentage points in her trust rating, falling to 61%. So all in all, bumaba sila.
Yeah, pero malaki
Daming
ang
number.
decline ni VP Sara Duterte. A lot of analysts are pointing this out to the constant barrage daw from the lower house,
Yeah.
and calling her Bratinela, which has already made an impact already sa mga kababayan natin. So kaya bumaba. Malaki yung binaba ni VP Sara, hindi
Malaki, oo.
Although
Pero
mataas pa rin
siya sa Mindanao
Mataas pa rin
din.
siya, pero that's a significant drop.
Right. Okay, sige, let's continue with our countdown.
Bilang Pilipino. Bilang Pilipino.
For our fourth spot are the aspiring lawmakers in the lower chamber. House Speaker Martin Romualdez will seek re-election as Leyte 1st District's representative. Navotas Representative Toby Tiangco is also seeking his second consecutive term. Same goes for Quezon City 1st District Representative Arjo Atayde. Meanwhile, Manila Councilor Joey Uy is going to challenge House Committee on Human Rights Chairman Benny Abante for the position of Manila 6th District Representative. COMELEC is expecting more aspiring lawmakers in the coming days before October 8.
Okay, expected naman yan na magpapatuloy sila ng kanila mga termino.
Kasi ang kalakaran lang
Question
dyan
dyan, mananalo ba ulit?
Congress to mayor, mayor back to Congress, si asawa sa Congress, yung husband sa mayor, tapos
Pag
papalit
natapos
na lang.
yung term, hanggang sa mga
tapos
anak,
papahinga
apo.
sila ng 3 years, tapos si apo, si anak, tapos
Tapos
balik
pag
si
hindi
mami.
nanalo sila,
Mami, daddy.
yung pagmatanda na akit sila ulit para...
O kaya sabay na lang si mami mayor, si daddy vice mayor.
Ang dami. Alright, let's continue with our countdown. Now, coming in at our top 3, some prominent political figures have filed their certificate of candidacy for the local polls. Now, here's a report.
The local politics scene is shaping up to be exciting for the 2025 elections. In Makati City, Senator Nancy Binay filed her certificate of candidacy for mayor. She will go up against her brother-in-law, Congressman Luis Campos, husband to her sister Abby.
At the end of the day, ate pa rin niya ako, di ba? Magkapatid pa rin kaming dalawa. Kasi pamilya pa rin kami, di ba? And mas mangingibabaw yung pagiging pamilya namin. Sa akin, hindi ko kalaban ng kapatid ko. Walang Abby Binay sa balota. So, hindi kami magkaaway.
Over in Quezon City, re-electionist Mayor Joy Belmonte already filed her COC. There's a chance that Belmonte will run uncontested for her 3rd term.
If I will run uncontested, I will be very, very happy. And this is to the grace and glory of God. The first term was a pandemic term. So ako naman ang maasa, wala ng pandemya sa 3rd term. At lahat ng mga plano natin, smooth sailing na may sasakatuparan natin.
Meanwhile, House Speaker Martin Romualdez filed his bid for re-election. He will again run as representative of the 1st District of Leyte under Lakas CMD. In Navotas, Congressman Toby Tiangco is running for another term in the city's Lone District. In Cavite, mother and son Jolo and Lani Mercado Revilla are running for a 2nd term as Solons. Prominent political figures in Cebu and Davao have yet to file their COCs.
Ayan, so more of the same names.
Dinastia.
Yeah, more of the same names naman nakikita natin sa Congress. Mostly naman kasi it's easier sa Congress ang labanan kaysa sa yung mayoralty post Kasi mayoralty post, yung votes ng yung buong lungsod ang kailangan kunin mo
Oo.
Whereas sa district congressman, lalabanan mo lang yung boto sa loob ng distrito mo.
Yung naman kila Binay, di ba? Ongoing
Ay,
feud
oo.
naman yan ng family nila. Pero this is, I think, the
husband of
first
Abby?
time.
Husband of Abby na.
This is the first time that I've seen Senator Nancy Binay emotional about it. Kasi
We've al-
usually, di ba, parang
Tough.
takayan or
Yung away niya kay, yung sagutan nila ni Senator Cayetano. Remember? Palaban
Pero hindi,
siya.
I'm talking about within the family.
No, I'm saying yung demeanor niya na we've always seen her as tough. Pero this time around, ngayon ko lang nakita yung
parang naiyak siya.
Oo, yung lumambot
na parang,
siya.
nandun pa rin daw siya para sa kapatid niya.
Oo, and for context, kasi alam natin, in the past, may mga away-away sila. Sila Junjun, sila Abby.
Sila
diba?
magkakapatid.
Sila magkakapatid.
Okay.
Oy,
Sige.
don't go away, we're not done yet. May dalawa pa tayo at may special guest tayo.
Live sa studio.
Live with another brunch break. Stay with us. Napakaswerte naman ng viewers natin. Sunod-sunod na brunch break. But for today's brunch break, we are joined by another special guest.
Actress, comedian, singer, and TV host. Walang iba, the legendary Kay Brosas is here in the studio.
Magandang umaga,
Good morning.
guys. So,
Kain
nice
po
to be
kayo.
here. Actually, hindi talaga ako nag-breakfast. Kasi brunch, nag-ano ako ng mimosa. Joke lang. Diyos ko, di po ako aarte.
Legendary nga, ika nga ma'am, baby pa lang ako eh. Napapanood ko
Kaya lang naman,
sa Facebook.
parang living legend na. Parang Paray Valera na po yung leveling po natin na love ko si Sir Ray.
Of course, simulan po natin. Kamusta na po kayo ngayon? And it's glad that we're going to see you po sa Himala ni Nino. No? Ano po yung role natin dito? Kasi ang dami ng roles na nakita namin na ginampanan nyo po.
Yes, ito ay role bilang si Mamay Gege.
Mamay Gege.
Oo, isa ako sa mga, sa akin, sa simula, ubaya ng nanay ni Nino, si Nino, sa Bukang Liwayway, ito yung place kung saan mangyayari lahat ng himala ni Nino. So, ayun. So, akong tagapag-alaga niya. Tapos, comedy pa rin siya, pero may kurot sa puso. At ang pinaka-proud ako sa teleserye ito is, this is very family-oriented. Binabalik yung values, kung paano dapat respetuhin yung mga tatanda, yung mga nakakatanda sa atin. Kaya nakakatuwa. At the same time, of course, may comedy pa rin, di maiwasan.
Hindi mawawala yun.
Ayun. So, para ako ditong cool stepmom or kung naman tawag sa akin dito.
So hindi kontrabida, mabait?
Ay, hindi. Si Miss Carmi, ang palong-palong kontrabida. Kami ang magka-clash dito. Ang saya ng mga
exciting
Yan
yun.
ang aabangan din namin. Pero how is it working with kids naman this time around?
Well, na-try ko na naman din before.
Yeah.
Live pa nga dun sa Singling Kids.
Yeah.
Ito mga batang to was, mga para na rin professional.
Yes, oo.
So, professional from the word pay. Wali. Kung sabihin bayad, professional na, you know. Nag-workshop, tapos talagang tutok sila. Meron silang coach sa set na napakagaling. Kumbaga, ito yung mga piling-pili talaga. So, hindi mo alam na first-timer. Kung makaparod niyo po the past few episodes, makikita mo talaga na very natural itong mga batang to. At may mga future, nakikita ko nga na parang ito na yung mga tatangkiliking mga next na mga teen idols pag lumaki.
Wow.
So, gagaling umakting.
Talaga.
So, wala mga take 2, 3, 4, take 5.
Parang si Zion, nakausap din namin, tapos isang pitik, nakaiyak yung bata eh.
Oo, tapos di susi kasi. Actually, mga bata di susi. Parang parang may switch. Si Kring-Kring ba yan? Si yung babae, may dimples. Cute, di ba?
Si Ryrie.
Pero si Nino, very, very grabe.
Yes, si Nino din, di ba? Natin dito. Pero, ano ba yun, Miss Kay? Kapag ba, kung ano yung nakikita ng viewers natin sa TV, yun din ba yung nakikita natin off-air sa inyo when it comes to yung samahan ninyo as the cast of Himalaning Ninyo?
Yes, actually, ang tawag sa ganun, outtakes. Ang dami kung pwede na pakita.
Tsaka bloopers.
Oo, kasi hindi ko pigilan pag nag-cut na, dahil pa rin sinasabi. Tapos gusto ko kasi lahat kami sa tent or during minsan rehearsal pa lang, yung mag-aang, even, except for the mga eksena na heavy drama, syempre. Minsan napapagalitan nga ako. Kasi, oh my God, ano yan? Kailangan actors cue, iiyak ka. Nagagawa ko naman din kasi meron naman din tayong konting very, very light na sa drama. Meron tayo din experience. So, ayun, kailangan magaang yung environment, 'di ba? Kasi nag-aano yun, nakikita yun sa screen, mapa-live man tayo, performance on stage, or even teleserye, yung makikita mo yung camaraderie spell. Yung pakikisama. Kailangan mo makakain to croissant. Alam mo, hindi ko
Spell mo yung croissant.
bread.
Bread na lang.
Akala ko makakain ako, hindi ba? Iuwi ko na lang.
Ay, uwi niyo
Ay,
po.
ma'am, gusto ko matanong kasi
Yes,
we've spoken to the other cast members and alam naman natin lahat ng galing to sa isang high rating na programa si Nino at Nina.
Yes, prequel.
At sa kanila may pressure rin na nadadala daw sila because to live up to the expectations. Sa inyo po?
Ganun
Lalo na exact, mga Salvador. Tapos kay Brosas, whoo! Hindi, yun nga po, prequel ito ng Nino Nina. And so far, maganda naman po yung feedback. Thank you, Lord. At from the start, yun talaga yung namin pressure. Kasi nga, hindi lang to naging number 1 sa TV5, di ba? Naging award-winning.
That's right.
So, alam namin yun. So, talaga lahat ginagawa namin para... Kaya, napanood ko po yung first 2 episodes. Ang ganda-ganda. Ang ganda lahat. Walang etchos. Hindi po kaya kasali ako. Ang ganda-ganda.
Actually, nakikita pa lang namin nga dito yung mga, yung
Shots,
trailer, yung mga shots pa lang talagang, yung cinematography niya, ang ganda-ganda na.
Editing and everything. Thank you
So,
sa lahat.
abangan po namin yung away nyo, konti ng pagka-clash nyo ni
Lagi
Miss
may
Carmi.
nasimulan na. Lagi meron kaming bardagula, kumbaga. Oo.
Okay, sige po, imbitahan nyo na naman po ang mga brunchies na sumabaybay sa Himalan ninyo.
Ay, first time marinig yung brunch.
Brunchies. Mga
Saan may camera ko?
Ayan.
Yeah.
Ito tama. Sa mga ano po, lagi pong nakaabang since nagsimula na po kami. At sa mga hindi pa po nakakapanood, sana po manood po kayo ng Himalayan ninyo. Every Monday to Friday po yan, 11:15. Bago mga Itbulaga, speaking of Itbulaga, andyan ako mamaya.
Abangan niyo siya.
At yes, ito po ay para maiba lang naman tayo, di ba? Magkaroon tayo ng teleserye na punong-puno ng pag-asa ng mga himala at pagiging family-oriented, yung pambata, para sa mga magulang, pamilya, para naman family values kumbaga,
Totoo.
di ba?
Pampakalma.
Kailangan tayo
Pampakalma, tsaka dramedy, may hugot pero may ngiti pa rin sa labi. So sana buong pamilya manood. 11:15.
11:50.
Totoo. Kailangan talaga tayong ma-remind ang mga family values dahil sa mga maraming mga pangyayari ngayon, di ba?
Ay, marami pa tayong oras. Nag-usap, nag-open up ng problema. Joke lang po.
But maraming salamat po for joining us today.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Miss Kay Brosas.
Thank you. Dadaling ko yung
Sige po, take home nyo na yan. Bye! Sige, don't go away kasi marami pa tayong mga pag-uusapan. Sabi nga ni Diego kanina, may 2 pa tayo no, sa ating countdown.
Keep it here on One News. Welcome back to Brunch. You're still...
Bakit?
Welcome back. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Sari-saring emosyon kasi nangyayari ngayon.
Oo nga,
From
no?
malungkot
Siksik-liglig
na
tayo.
kay Horacio, election, and then of course now you have Ma'am Kay Brosas. So marami pa tayong pag-uusapan, but Angel, go ahead.
Oo, dinagsa ng mga supporter ni Caloocan Mayor Along malapitan ng COC filing sa ikalawang araw na ito. Para makakuha po tayo ng karagdagang impormasyon tungkol dito, makakausap natin ang ating mobile journalist Francis Orso live mula sa Caloocan. Hey Francis, kumusta ang sitwasyon dyan?
Angela, ito kakaalis lang ni Caloocan City Mayor Dale Along malapitan dito sa may Comelec sa SM City Grand Central dahil nga kakatapos niya lang mag-file ng kanyang Certificate of Candidacy para sa kanyang second term. At kung makikita nyo nga sa likuran ko, may mga ilan pang district councilors yung ongoing yung filing ng kanilang COC dahil sinundan sila ni Caloocan City Mayor Malapitan sa pagpa-file ng COC. Kasama din ni Mayor Malapitan itong incumbent Vice Mayor na si Carinate sa pag-file ng COC. At sa ngayon nga, nandito pa rin din yung ilang mga supporters ng Malapitan administration dito sa Caloocan City. Angelo.
Francis, alam naman natin na si Senador Antonio Trillanes ay nagbabalak na kumandidato bilang mayor din ng Caloocan. First question, nakapag-file na ba siya ng kanyang Certificate of Candidacy? Kung hindi, kailan? And of course, second question, may mensahe ba itong si Along malapitan kay dating Senador Antonio Trillanes?
Angela, sa ngayon hindi pa nakakapag-file itong kakalaban nga sa malapitan administration na si former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV. Pero sa mga nasagap nating balita ay inaasahan na sa mga susunod na araw o baka bukas ay mag-file na siya ng kanyang certificate of candidacy dito rin sa may SM Grand Central dito sa Comelec, Caloocan. Pero nagpahayag din ng maikling mensahe si Mayor Malapitan para nga dito kay Trillanes at sinasabi niya na bagamat medyo challenging pero umaasa naman siya na magiging malaki pa rin ang suporta ng mga residente ng Caloocan sa kanya. Pero ayun, aminado siya na mapapasubok at magiging challenging din para sa kanya na may isang tutong balik sa kanyang pwesto. Angela.
Alright, maraming salamat sa iyo, Mobile Journal, Francis Orsio, live mula sa Caloocan. Okay, let's continue.
Now in our top two, Congressman Erwin Tulfo leads the senatorial preference survey by SWS. Tulfo secured 54% of the voter preference, followed by former Senator Tito Soto, Senator Pia Cayetano, former President Rodrigo Duterte, and Senator Amy Marcos. Also in the Magic 12 of the survey are former Senator Ping Lacson, Senator Bong Revilla, Las Piñas Representative Camille Villar, and Makati Mayor Abigail Binay, as well as Senator Lito Lapid, former Senator Manny Pacquiao, and Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo.
Okay, let's continue with our countdown. Now, our top story for today is the first day of filing of candidacies for next year's election. 17 senatorial hopefuls have filed their candidacy yesterday at the tent city in Manila Hotel. Here's the report.
The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, has opened its doors to senatorial hopefuls and party list seat seekers in the 2025 midterm elections. The filing of certificates of candidacy, or COCs, for national positions took place in the tent city in Manila Hotel. The first senatorial aspirant is Agri Party List Representative Wilbert Lee. He will run under the Acción Democrático Party. Lee's advocacy includes free medicines and medical services for everyone.
Yung gusto po nating mangyari, mawala yung takot at pangamba ng bawat Pilipino sa pagkakasakit. Yung pong dahilan kung bakit po napakarami po natin mga kababayan na ayaw kung magpadala sa ospital, nakaratay lang sa bahay dahil po pag nadala sa ospital, walang pambayad sa ospital, walang pambili ng gamot. Malulugmok sa kahirapan.
Senator Francis Tolentino is the first re-electionist to have filed his candidacy. He is part of the Marcos administration's senatorial slate. Before this, Tolentino resigned from Partido Democrático Pilipino, the party of former President Rodrigo Duterte.
I still hold President Duterte in the highest esteem. There's no bad blood, so to speak. I still respect him. What I did was not just a mere political decision. It has to be something aligned with my personal principles.
Former presidential candidate Jose Montemayor is trying his luck in the Senate this time.
Kahit naman noon, malaki rin ang chance kung talagang nabilang lang na maayos. No? Pero ngayon, mas malaki ang advantage dahil nakilala na po ako. No?
Meanwhile, in the party list race, Lito Atienza is attempting a comeback in the Congress. He is the first nominee of Buhay Party List.
We will maintain a Buhay Party List, pro-life, pro-family group of people. We shall be protective of the Catholic Church.
Nery Colmenares is also trying to return as a lawmaker by representing Bayan Muna.
Ang issue na dadalhin ng Bayan Muna sa eleksyong ito, una ay ang pagpababa ng presyo, lalo na ng gasolina, ng langis, kuryente at tubig.
Nominees of Kabayan, AGAP, Ako OFW, and ACT CIS party lists have also filed their COC. COMELEC said the first day of filing went well. 17 senatorial aspirants and 15 party lists have filed their candidacies.
So far, so good po. Walang untoward incident, normal ang filing natin ng candidacy at sana ganun lang mapanatili natin hanggang 8 ng Oktubre.
Meron tayong latest information dito dahil sinamahan ni Davao City Representative Paulo Duterte yung kanyang anak na si Rigo Duterte na maghahain nga o naghain ng Certificate of Candidacy bilang konsehal para sa 1st District
hindi
ng
pa to
Davao
si Pulong?
City. Hindi pa. Yung
Okay,
anak niya
okay.
to,
Anak niya.
Councilor 1st District ng Davao City. Tapos sabi nila, magkakaroon daw ng pag-uusap yung pamilya nila, si dating President Rodrigo Duterte at si Vice President Sara Duterte para makapagdesisyon ng mga posisyon na kanilang itatakbo for
Kasi quickly lang before we go, kasi si Baste Duterte, they're mulling over magre-re-election ba as mayor or tatakbo si senator.
Meron ding usapan na baka daw si PRRD bumalik mag-kandidatong mayor doon. Yun ang aalamin natin. Meron pang naghain, ito, as promised yesterday, talagang today sila mag-file ng candidacy nila tatlo. Si Senator Ping Lacson, Senator Tito Soto, at saka si Senator Lito Lapid. Yan, sabay-sabay sila nag-file ng kanilang COC dyan sa Manila Hotel sa Tent City.
Manatili lang sila nakaantabay sa One News and One PH and all our news entities for more updates. But for now, that wraps up today's episode of Brunch.
Bawi po kami ng mga bati tomorrow, ha? Join us again tomorrow. I'm Angela Lagunzad-Castro. And he is Angelo Castro III. We are One News, all sides, all the time.